Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to another video. Today we are summing up the QPR versus Coventry game at Loftus Road, which finished QPR 3, Coventry City 0, and I'm lost for words. How bad was that?
Yeah, not good, is it? It was one of those games today that we could have potentially taken some points from, and we've ended up losing 3-0. I think the setup right from the off was all wrong. I just don't see why we continue to set up with one striker, and I still don't think he's fully fit, Matty Godden. Although he's had 2 weeks off to try and get fit, he's probably not had a lot of game time, and he's just not there. He's, I don't know, just sort of in no man's land on his own up front. But yeah, we've set up all wrong. I think we need to set up more aggressively, because in the recent weeks we've just set up to draw in pretty much every game, and then we've ended up losing anyway. I just don't see the point in that. You may as well set up to win, to give yourself some chance, because at the moment, whenever we go behind, there's no way back. We just don't seem like scoring, so it's like as soon as the other team scores, that's it. It's pretty much game over.
Thoughts on QPR today? Do you think they were good, or we made them look good, or a bit of both?
You can only beat what's put in front of you, and what was put in front of them today was a floppy mess of soaking water that you could just tear right through. It was poor. We were terrible. Yeah, the defence was just wet. It was like a wet paper bag that QPR had to try and break through, and they did it professionally, easily, and without much trouble. On the other hand, their defence seemed like a bit of a brick wall, especially when you play one up top, Matty Godden, who
we didn't get close, did we?
Isn't a lone striker. Let's be honest, that's not how he performs well as a lone striker. I don't see him really as that sort of target man. He does well when he gets balls into the box, but if you can't get into final third to give him a bloody ball into the box, he's not going to score it, is he? I think the midfield was all wrong. Da Costa's a liability. Rose had a howler. Morosi was the best player on the pitch, despite conceding 3 goals for us. Best player on the pitch for us.
And even he messed up.
And even he made a howler.
The third goal, yeah.
Pushing the ball into the corner of the goal. As soon as he makes the changes, and it's no surprise that when he did this, we looked better. He took Godden off, not necessarily what I'm trying to refer to, but he took a midfielder off in Jamie Allen and replaced him with a striker, and brought another striker on alongside whoever the Godden's replacement was. He played 2 up front. 30 seconds after those two come on the pitch, Walker gets a great chance just inside the box. Yes, he fluffed it a little bit, but it's more than recreated in the previous hour of football. You have to start with 2 up top. Play 2 up top, Godden and Walker, I'd suggest, with an attacking midfielder of O'Hare behind them. Because he's quick, he'll rag people, and he'll make opportunities. That's just the way the team will perform.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. It felt to me as if Coventry were playing with like 8 or 9 men today. QPR just looked like they were using
miles better.
Yeah, they looked miles better. They were using the pitch better. Coventry City couldn't even string a single pass together, and it just feels like we're repeating ourselves every week, because we're giving game after game away. Obviously, we're going to credit QPR. They were decent. They took advantage, but we are just making it easy for these teams, and it's another game we've given away, and we're running out of time.
Yeah, and we keep on saying the same thing as well. We sound like a broken record. We need to start with 2 up top. The next game comes around, we still don't start with 2 up top. Yeah. And then we wonder why we're not scoring. So
do you think it's the formation? Does the formation have to change for the next game?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
More than likely it won't.
And you'd agree with that?
Well, that was the whole point I've just been making.
Yeah.
We need to start with 2 strikers.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, we're in a relegation battle. We're not a very good team. Let's face it, we are not a very good team right now, because we can't wrap up games when we're on top.
Well, we can't score. we can't
Precisely.
We can't even get in
But we didn't wrap up the Wycombe game we were on top. We had so many chances. Gossamer, within 3 minutes of that game against Wycombe, spoons it wide from 4 yards out.
Yeah.
A rare mistake from him. He's not been excellent lately, but he's been one of our better performers. We only say he's not been brilliant because he came in and he was such a monstrously good player. But you start with one striker up top, you can't create, so you can't score. If you start a game hoping for a draw and you concede after 97 seconds or something it was today, that game plan's out the window, and it's too early to make a change and change the game plan, because you've still got one up top and you've got no one that can play up top in the midfield. You can't move anyone forward.
No.
And you can't make a substitution in the second minute.
We don't look like coming back from behind as well. As soon as we concede first, I feel like the game's done.
Yeah.
The other scores today, guys, obviously there's a few games yet to be played out. Obviously, the big one for us was seeing Rotherham lose away at Millwall. They lost 1-0. They did miss a late penalty, so thank God to the Millwall goalkeeper saving that. Richard Wood's been sent off, so will Rotherham miss him? Who knows? But it does feel like we're relying on other results at the moment.
Yeah, and it's only a matter of time, really, before the other teams do pick up some points. We're on, 39 points now with 8 games left. I highly doubt we're going to stay up on 39, 40 points, are we? Do you know what I mean?
Oh God, it's hard to predict.
You're going to need
the high 40s.
47.
Yeah, the high 40s is what you need to get, and then even then you're pushing it. It's going to be tricky. Like we said, just jumping back to that, Birmingham are playing tonight against Swansea, so we'll have to wait and see how they do. But we've got the big game against Rotherham away to come up. Birmingham and Rotherham play each other, so there will be points going out to some of these teams. So
my only point on that, you need a high 40s generally to stay up, is there's not usually points reductions in the relegation zone.
No.
That is something that you have to take into account, because that position looks a bit more solid at the bottom too. I don't see Rotherham getting another 13 points, really. They'll pick up some. I think if we beat them...
They've got 11 games after today? What do they need?
11 games.
And they're 3 points behind us with 4 points behind us because they lost?
They'll look at one at a point a game because they're on 35 points.
I think everyone's trying to get just above a point a game.
I'm not so sure they can do that because they've got a lot of games in a short space of time. We can beat them if we play the right team.
Now, next up for Coventry is Bristol City. As you can see, they lost 2-0 at home to Stoke. They also lost 2-0 at home to Rotherham just before the international break. They are good on the road, though, with Nigel Pearson. Coventry are slightly better at home. What's your thoughts? I mean, it's a tricky one, Bristol at home.
I can't imagine us getting anything from it.
Not even a draw?
No. If we can, if we can't beat Wycombe and then we come away to QPR and lose 3-0, what makes you think we're going to get anything against Bristol City, which are a better side than QPR in my opinion?
Yeah, it's a massive game.
Yeah, I disagree. I think we can beat Bristol if we play the right team. This is the point. If you keep playing the same team that loses and doesn't win games against the bottom of the league and loses games like this, if you keep playing that team, you are going to lose every game. A change needs to be made.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, guys. That is our post-match thoughts. It did finish QPR 3, Coventry 0. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. It's a very disappointing one and we really need things to change. It is a quick turnaround. Coventry do play on the Monday, so we're back in action at home to Bristol City. We need to win that one, but we'll wait and see what happens. Cheers for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
See you guys.